How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. With the release of Season 4 Reloaded coming to Warzone next week and the return of the Olympia, I wanted to give you guys some gameplay of the good old 7.2.5 from the original Warzone. Just keep in mind, if you see stuff on the screen about like numbers and details and stuff, that's because I took it directly from my video where I'm actually talking over it because I don't have the base gameplays. So you can just ignore that and just enjoy the gameplay from the classic Rebirth Island map we had back in 2020. So like I said, Season 4 Reloaded is coming and we're getting the Olympia. Now, if we take a look at the blog post, it is a special weapon and it is a reward for the Beavis and Butthead, which is hilarious, event. The Olympia comes with 30 levels in total, but the attachments that you have unlockable are just the barrel and the stock category. So I hope there's a lot of barrels to choose from and a lot of stocks to choose from, because that's kind of sad that it's 30 levels just for 2 attachments. Kind of a buzzkill there and a huge missed opportunity to have something like slugs or some fun ammo types. I don't know why they didn't at least include Dragon's Breath or something, but hey, at least we got something. The description says double barrel shotgun, very high damage and respectable range, but requires frequent reloading. The iconic double barreled Olympia returns for its Black Ops 6 debut, designated as a special weapon well suited to close quarters engagements as a handy secondary choice. Each shot sprays a cloud of pellets at your target. Aim down sights for a tighter spread or fire off at the hip for a wider shot. Via gunsmith, attach the short barrel for an even wider spread and the cutoff stock for improved handling. Make every shot count. So pretty basic stuff, nothing really too crazy, except for the fact that it's a special weapon. Now in Warzone, what this basically means is that it's going to be a secondary option, just like the nail gun. So you'll be able to use this thing no matter what your primary is without overkill. You can use this shotgun as a secondary weapon, which is a little bit good and a little bit scary at the same time. We can get into that in a second, but to me, I'm just hoping that this is actually a decent shotgun in the game, and more importantly, I hope we of course get other buffs to other shotguns since the game is just so stale right now. But I am happy to see that this thing is coming back, and the reason you're seeing the 7.2.5 gameplay is because I hope it's really balanced, just like the 7.2.5 was back in the original Warzone, especially with the sawed-off barrel, because that actually made it to where it was a super consistent 2-shot within like 5 meters. I really hope it's that good. 2 quick shots, a really long reload, but it's almost a guaranteed 2-shot kill. If you can at least hit your targets decently, I would love for that to be a thing and return in this version of Warzone. And the fact that it is a special and that it can be used as a secondary without basically having to use overkill or something like that is a little bit worrisome for me, because I'm thinking if it's really strong like it should be, if it's a really good option, then most people are going to run it, and then it just kind of turns into just too much attention on it. It ends up getting nerfed because it's a shotgun inevitably. So I'm kind of worried about that. If it's a really good shotgun, which again I hope it is, lots of people are going to run it and just have it in their back pocket, which kind of takes the fun away from it a little bit, and I do hope that that doesn't get it nerfed. But on the other hand, people have to use that over something like an LC10 with overkill if they wanted to have, I don't know, some more versatility rather than just being really good at really close ranges only. So either way you put it, it's going to be a trade-off, but still, I just hope that it being a secondary doesn't give it too much attention to where it gets nerfed. That's my only complaint, because I know people just overreact with shotguns. There was such a stigma associated with them, it just kills the guns that have any decent balance, but I'm hoping this will be different. Another thing I really want from Season 4 Reloaded is for just to be some good balancing across the board for guns in the game in general. Not just shotguns, of course that's a given, but for everything in the game, because the game has gotten so stale. I'm tired of running to the Krig. I'm tired of running into the LC10. I really think there needs to be a good shakeup, and I really hope that shotguns get some love, because they're just such a weird class right now. There's some that are like decent, but there's a lot of them that are just pure garbage, not even good in their intended ranges, or their intended ranges are like 1 meter. So it's really bad, and I really hope there's some good changes specifically to things like slugs, explosive slugs, Dragon's Breath, make it usable on the Black Ops 6 shotguns, different things like that. Just across the board, get some good buffs in there. And obviously, I hope they touch the Modern Warfare 2 guns, because I love Modern Warfare guns way more than Black Ops weapons, and it's a shame you can't use basically 90% of them. So there are things to get excited about for Season 4 Reloaded. I do hope there's a good balance update and we get some new meta or some shotgun buffs, or just buffs to Modern Warfare 2 guns in general. I haven't really been making videos as often as I should, or really had the desire to, because the game's just gotten really stale, and unfortunately I just haven't had this huge urge to want to play it, unfortunately. So I really hope that changes soon. But that's gonna do it for this video, guys. It was basically something to give you some news, some excitement to look forward to the next week. So what do you guys think about the Olympia coming back? Are you as excited as I am? Are you nervous it's gonna be a little too strong and it's just gonna catch a nerf in the next week it's out? And with all that being said, I will see you guys in the next video.